hope you're good. Just give it a minute or two. I've got my Christmassy mug. Getting in the festive spirit now. Yay! Got a lot going on this next couple of weeks, Christmas wise, so it's all good. Embracing it. Hope everyone's having a great week. Pop in the comments if you're here and that's how you're getting on this week. Lots of people coming on, yay! How you all doing? Hey, Ismay, yeah! Ismay's only just down the road from me. I can wave, sort of. Which is nice, because normally I'm speaking to people all over the place. So hello, my name is Michelle Childs, for those of you that don't know me, and I am the founder of BizMums, which is an online, a networking support organisation for mums in business, but I'm also an online marketer, and I help women in business to grow their visibility online, to help them connect with lots of new people, to grow their businesses and to recruit people into their team and make lots of sales and all that fab stuff. So today I just wanted to share some tips with you that I've kind of noticed and I've learned around what can happen in businesses when they don't succeed and what can happen when businesses go a little bit wrong and kind of the reasons behind it. So if there's any questions though that you've got as we go along, or any questions about sort of Facebook marketing particularly that you've got, please pop them in the comments and I'll try and get back to them as we go through as well. So, okay, so the number one thing, well, in no particular order really, these are probably like a culmination of things, but the first thing that's really important and the first reason why lots of businesses can fail is that the people running the businesses don't have the right skills, or they don't adapt to the right skills. So business changes every day really, and industries change, environments change. If you speak to someone who was running a business 20 years ago compared to someone who's running a business now, wow, can you imagine the difference? Knowing how different things are in terms of marketing your business with everything that's happened with social media online. Like 20 years ago, there wasn't social media or really the internet or anything, and it's just transformed things. And it happens gradually. It's not like overnight everything changed. So for those businesses that didn't adapt, for those businesses that didn't change, that didn't learn the new skills, that didn't implement the new skills. I was reading actually, Sam, hello, you just popped up. I was reading your blog yesterday, which is really good. And in her blog, Sam talks about the difference between Blockbusters and Netflix and how Blockbuster was the video store, I'm sure you all remember. And they obviously were doing the whole like mail order video thing at one point, and you can just go in and pick up your DVDs, and they adapted the DVD thing, but they were really reluctant to go online. And I think they were approached by Netflix to work with them or whatever, or to be bought out, or what, I don't know what the story is behind it, but basically Blockbuster said, oh no, we're just staying as we are, we're not going to go and online. And they didn't learn the new skills that they needed to, and they didn't adapt, and hey, look what happened. Look where Blockbuster is now and look where Netflix is. So it's really important that you're constantly developing your skill set, developing your knowledge. Personal development is massive as well. I absolutely love personal development. And when you do a business that you love, which is also really important, that you love your business and you love what you do, learning new skills and developing yourself won't seem like hard work. You'll just want to do it anyway. For me, I absolutely love personal development. I absolutely love learning new skills. I love online marketing. I love social media. So for me to be learning new skills around that isn't hard work. It's fun and easy and it's good. So number one tip is constantly be learning new skills and ways that you can develop yourself and make yourself better. And learn new things about your industry, learn your craft, learn whatever it is that you do. Get better and better and better in business, but get better as a person and get better at your skills and what it is that you're doing. So that's the number one thing. Second tip is around market research. So lots of businesses will set up and do perhaps some market research and find out what's going on to start off with, but then they stop and they stop talking to their customers. They stop asking what the customers want and need. And like the previous one, really, things change. Markets change, the world changes, customer needs change. So if you aren't currently constantly getting feedback from your customers, getting feedback from the people who are already buying your product, or like in my live that I did on Tuesday, I spoke about getting clear on your ideal customer. If you're not constantly finding out what that customer needs and what the solutions that you can offer to them, then you're just going to be delivering what you think that they want and what they wanted last week or last month. And that can change. So market research is key. So constantly getting feedback. You can do things like SurveyMonkey is really good. So you can survey your clients or survey your ideal customers. That's a really good way. So if your ideal customer are mums, find out, you know, what is a mum's biggest struggle in terms of her weight loss could be, or whatever it is that your business offers. You know, what's your message? What's your business all about? Speak to your ideal customer, find out what are their challenges, what are they struggling with right now. Their challenges and struggles could change throughout the year. Like someone's challenges and struggles around weight loss could be different now than what they are in January, because it's Christmas and everyone's focused on eating loads of fatty foods and all this sort of stuff. And you might kind of know, but if you can find out and get your customers wording around it and what it is that they're really struggling with, then that can be super powerful. So make sure that you're constantly doing your market research, you're constantly finding out what it is your customer wants and needs. Okay, so the third thing is not having a clear plan or a strategy in place. So I have to hold my hands up. I've winged my business for quite some time. And, you know, it's easy to do. You get caught up in doing the business, firefighting, when you've got children and family and, you know, you've got so much going on. You have to be disciplined to take the time out and to create a strategy. And it's only when I've done that recently that things have changed for me massively. And I now have a coach. So every 2 weeks we sit down for an hour or more sometimes, and she helps me get my strategy out of my head and into actions that I can action, and setting goals and targets and having a clear strategy of where I'm going, where I'm focused for the next 90 days. And now I work with my clients and do that. So I was very much like not practicing what I was preaching, but that's a lot the case with some of us, isn't it? But now I'm committed now to having this strategy and having this plan, and it makes such a difference. So have a 90-day plan, know where you're going, know what you're doing on a daily basis, because if you are really busy, you need to be making sure that you're making the most of the time that you've got to work in your business, so that when you come to sit down, like now, for example, if you've got a bit of quiet time, you're not just scrolling on Facebook and then coming across them. Like, don't leave, like stay and watch. But yeah, what might have happened to you today? You might think, oh, I've got 10 minutes. I'm just going to sit down now and do a bit of work. And then you click on Facebook and you click on me. My notification pops up that I'm live. And you think, oh, well, I really want to listen to what she's got to say. But then the time passes and you haven't actually done anything which is an income producing activity for your business. So by getting clear on what those activities are, having a strategy, knowing what you need to do and when you're going to do it, it just takes the guesswork out of things for you. And it just means that you know today at 2 o'clock, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to speak to 10 people, or I'm going to work on my email autoresponder. I'm going to set up a sales page on my website. I'm going to do a blog, whatever it is that you need to do at that time. Have a strategy in place. Work on a 90-day plan, because they work really, really well. Set your goals, work back what you need to do, and I can do more training on this if it's something that's of interest. Just pop in the comments if that's of interest, because I could waffle on about all that all day. So yeah, so make sure you've got a strategy. That's a whole nother live. Okay, so another thing that can cause businesses to fail and for not to be a success is not planning for adversity, not planning for things to go wrong. So making sure that you've got contingency plans in place, making sure that you've got insurances in place, making sure that you've got clear terms and conditions and all these types of things, so that when anything untoward does crop up, that you've got all that covered. Making sure that you're in control of everything in terms of like the financial stuff, in terms of your marketing. If you outsource stuff, just make sure that you've got a handle on it as well. That's really important, because sometimes things can crop up like that, and if you've kind of handed out all of the control, then you'll struggle to collect that back again. Another thing as well is not listening to advice and support that you get as well. So it's easy to kind of think that you need to do things in one way and get kind of like stuck into that way. But be open to advice, be honest and accept help. We can put a front up sometimes with our businesses and think that we have to be a certain way and not be honest. But one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got in my business was when I was honest and said, like, I'm struggling, I'm not doing very well here, what do I need to do differently? And the person that I said that to was the perfect person to speak to about it, and she gave me the best piece of advice, and that was all around niching and getting clear on my ideal customer. And that's something that massively changed things for me. So make sure that you ask for advice, take support when it's there, when it's offered to you. You can't do it all on your own, you really, really can't. And then the final thing that can hold you back and can cause businesses to fail is your own limitations, your own belief of what's possible for you. And the more that you go along your business, you kind of, if you're doing lots of mindset work, then that's really, really key. But if you've got limiting beliefs around what's achievable, then it can really hold you back. So that's why the personal development, that's why the mindset stuff is so important, because trust me, it is so possible for you to be a success in your business. If other people are doing it, so can you, without any doubt whatsoever. There is so much potential out there, but if you listen to the mind chatter, if you listen to all the negativity, if you put those limits on yourself, then you will struggle. But it's just understanding that it's not going to be easy. And in the Business Morning Motivation yesterday, I had to give everyone a bit of a kick up the bum bit. And there's a guy called Todd Herman. And he, one of the things that he says, he's awesome. And he says that it's not easy being an entrepreneur, not at all. But that's for a very good reason. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. And not everyone's cut out to do it. They're not. And you face these knocks, you face challenges, and it's all a challenge just to see if you have got what it takes. And the people that don't have what it takes are the ones that quit. And the people that aren't cut out for it will just give up when they face these challenges, or when someone says something negative to them, or when something goes wrong, or whatever happens. And things happen all the time. But when you're an entrepreneur, you will be on this roller coaster. And the lows can be pretty crap. But I tell you what, when you get those highs, nothing will beat those highs. And the freedom, the flexibility that you have by working for yourself, you just can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on that. So it's just understanding and preparing yourself that, yeah, the shit is going to hit the fan sometimes. Things will go wrong, but it's worth it. And just keep pushing through. And every time it's a test, every time you can learn something, and every time it's taking you that step closer to your goals. So, hi Zoe, hello. So if you've got challenges that you're facing at the moment, just remember that. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And not everyone is cut out to do it, but you are. Absolutely, you are. So I'll just recap while I have a look at me Father Christmas. So first thing I talked about was having the right skill set and the right training. So if anyone needs any help with that, please get in touch. I've got lots of help and training I can share with you on sorry, I'm just reading the comments then, on online marketing, on social media, networking, whatever it is, wherever you're struggling, just please reach out and I will help you. We can have a chat and I will happily help you. Christina, yeah, exactly. People do, and they think they give up too soon. Too soon. You know, you will never be successful in a business just by trying it out for like a couple of weeks and going, oh, this isn't for me. It's just not like that. So number one was lack of skills and qualifications. So making sure you're constantly learning, constantly developing yourself, constantly seeing what's going on in the marketplace that you can learn new skills in. Market research was the second thing that I spoke about. So finding out, getting clear on your ideal customer, finding out what it is that they need and want right now. That's all you need to worry about. Just what it is, or you know what's going to come in the future a little bit, but just what's going on for them right now. Because if you don't know that, if you're only going on what you know from last month or from last year, then you're going to be behind. So you just need to find out what it is they need and want right now. Not having a clear plan or a marketing strategy. So that's key. Having a strategy, having a 90-day plan, knowing exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it. It will help you as well with your overwhelm as well, and productivity massively. Okay, and then was getting advice and support. So reaching out, asking for help. Help's there for you all over the place. You just need to ask. And if you need to ask anyone, then come and ask me, because I'm happy to help. And like BizMums, we have so much support in BizMums as well. That's one of the key things, you know, it's just having that safe space where you can reach out to people and get help. And then the final thing was your own limitations, and believing the hype around that, you know, oh, I've been doing this business now for 3 months and I've not got anywhere. So no, look within. What can you change? What do you need to do differently? If you're committed to your success, you will make it happen. You will. You've just got to keep going, keep learning, keep growing, keep learning, keep growing, keep learning, keep growing. And that is it. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm off partying this weekend. I can't wait. I'm going up to Liverpool. So that's going to be good. Tim breaks up from work today for Christmas. So my routine is going to be a bit out of schedule for the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to try and do some lives next week and the week after, even if the kids are around. I'm trying not to get caught up in the Christmassy too much and get distracted. As I've been telling everybody not to do that. I've got to try and do it myself now. So thank you for watching, and like I say, if you need any help or with anything, please do reach out. I'm happy to have a chat and to send you some of the training I've got. So have a great weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.